This video is part 3 of FiveM to single player vehicle conversion guide. And in case you have not watched part 1 and part 2, I highly recommend that you do that before watching this. Link will be in the description if you need it. Today we'll be converting this Chicago PD vehicle pack. It is for FiveM and all the meta files are separate for each of the vehicles. So we will have to combine those files. And also, in case you wish to add one of the vehicles to an existing DLC pack, the process will be the same. So we have all the things that we need here downloaded, the vehicle pack and the blank archive. First thing that we are going to do is to rename it to something that we can easily identify. Since I already have a car_Chicago DLC pack, so instead for this one I'm going to use car_CPD. Then drag and drop it in Open4, make sure that the edit mode is on. Then first thing that you should do is go to dlc.rpf, extract both of these files, content.xml and setup2.xml. And replace all the instances of car_fhp with car_ the name of the folder, in case it is car_cpd. Hit replace all, save the file, and this one is done. Do the same with setup2. See, here, here and here. Save the file. And then just drag and drop both of these back to the dlc.rpf. It's a good practice. You should do it every time you create a new DLC archive. Alright, so everything is ready. So now let's start installing the vehicles. The process for installing the textures and models is the same. You don't need to do anything special with respect to that. But when it comes to meta files, you will have to combine those. So let's start with the first one, CPD CVPI. Models are right here. Drag and drop, as simple as that. And in the data folder, you will see that there are only 3 files: car calls, car variations, and vehicles.meta. So, and these 3 files got replaced. Now this vehicle uses a in-game handling. Check this, handling ID is police. That's why there is no handling file here. So first time that we find a handling file, we'll just simply drag and drop that one. But after that, we will have to open the files and copy paste stuff. I will explain. Alright, we're done here. Next vehicle is CPD CVPI2. I'm guessing that this one also doesn't has handling. Let's install the model and the textures. I think this one is a undercover CVPI. Yep. Go back to data folder. Now here is something really important. You cannot just drag and drop these 3 again. If you do that, these files will get replaced again. So keep doing that and you will only be able to spawn the latest vehicle that you installed. Like if I do this right here, like drag and drop, I will only be able to spawn this one. Why? Because the vehicle meta file has only one entry, CPD CVPI2. You drag and drop that here and this file get replaced. The file that was in here had entry for CPD CVPI, the first car that we installed. So we cannot just do that. So you will have to merge the entries one by one. It's really painful. So let's start with the vehicle.meta. And then open the vehicles.meta into a text editor. Click on this button. I'm using Sublime Text. You can also use Notepad++. I think in that it is plus sign. Yeah, plus or minus. Yeah, it should be a minus sign. Yeah. For collapsing, it is minus sign. For expanding, it is plus sign. So in Sublime Text, it is a triangle. You click on this and the entire entry will be collapsed. So we'll select everything from item to item. Go back to the vehicles.meta that's in the DLC archive. Click here. init datas, hit enter and paste it. And then click on save. If everything is fine, it will just save. But in case you messed something up, there is some issue with the formatting, it will show you the error, so rectify that. Right, so we are done with this one. Next file is carvariation.meta. We will have to do the same for every single vehicle that we wish to install. Oh my god, it has so many colors, we don't even need that. But it doesn't matter, CPD CVPI2 entry is right here, so we're just going to click on this one and it will collapse everything. Select it, copy, go to carvariations.meta, right click edit, and under the variation data, right here, paste it. Save the file. I highly advise you to save the file after every time you paste something, because I've seen it crash. So really, you should. Alright, the third file is carcoals.meta. And look here, for CPD CVPI, the siren setting ID is 788. Match this 788 right here. So this is the definition of the siren that is used by that CVPI, undercover CVPI. Just a useful information. Process is going to be the same. Click on this, select it, copy, go to carcoals.meta, and paste it here like this, sirens. Be very careful. This file also contains the kit and lights information. In case there are entries and kits and lights section too, you will have to do the same thing, but make sure to paste it in the relevant section. Alright, so siren is right here like this. You can match it. Siren, underneath there is item to item. So just click and paste. Sometimes it gets stuck when you paste it because these entries are huge. Depends on the size of the carcoals.meta. Like sometimes it does takes 5 or 6 seconds. Alright, we're done with this. Save this one. CPD FPIU, I checked it and this one has handling, custom handling. But first, let's install the model files, YFT and YTDs. Alright, now go back to the data. This is the first time that we are coming across a handling.meta file. Why? Because this FPIU uses a custom handling 16 FPIU. And this handling is defined in this meta file. Look at this, handling name 16 FPIU. This is the definition. Drive inertia, blah blah blah, traction, suspension, weapon damage, deformation damage, etc. etc. As I said before, that this is the first time that we encountered a handling.meta file, so we can just do a simple drag and drop. Only for handling.meta. For the rest of the files, we will have to do the same thing. Click on this one, copy, edit vehicles.meta, and paste it like this. Next up is carvariations.meta. Car variations. Right, okay, and now the siren. Wait, oh perfect. Now this one also has a custom headlight setting. And its ID is 1004. And it is defined in this carcoals.meta file. Look at this right here. ID value 1004. Alright, before we install it, here is a useful tip. If you wish to remove the corona from the tail light, Set these values to 0. Tail light corona, size value is 1.2. I'm going to set it to 0. Alright, it's not part of this guide, but just so you know. Alright, so lights, same thing. Click on this and it will collapse the entire entry. We're going to copy and paste it to the relevant section. In this case, it is going to be lights. There was nothing here before this, so we're going to paste in between these two. And then I'm going to save it again. It is a good practice because sometimes it crashes. Now siren ID value, I remember it was 555 right here. Do the same, click on this, select, copy. This one is light section, we don't need to paste it here. We're going to paste it here in the siren section. Now I'm going to install one more vehicle which has custom handling so that I can also showcase that one. What about Impala? No, it doesn't has that. CPD FPIU2. Let's start with the texture and the model like this. Go to the data. Edit. Paste it right here. Here is something else that is important. If you see an entry here under this TXT relationships, like this, like we have here, vehicles, Feroci, interior. In case this name right here matches this one, model name or texture name, only then you will have to copy it, otherwise don't. Suppose that you spawn the vehicle in game, everything is fine, almost all the textures are fine, but there are some missing textures. You can notice it if you see some like random textures appearing on the vehicle. If that is happening, this is the reason. So how to add these? It is the same thing. Copy it, and I think there should be the section at the very bottom like this, right? See, TXT relationships, vehicle pull tax interior, there is one. We don't need to touch that. Just going to paste it here. Like this. Now, as I said before, in case you go into the game, spawn the vehicle and you spot a missing texture, it is more likely that it is due to this one is missing or wrongly configured. So in order to correct it, you just have to make sure that this name is same as this name for this vehicle, of course. There can be multiple entries for different vehicle, but for the one that is for this vehicle, these two should be the same. So to fixing it is super simple. Just copy the model name and paste it like this. Next one is handling meta. Similar process. Click on this item, type C handling data. The arrow or plus sign or minus sign, the entry will be collapsed. Copy. Edit the handling.meta. Paste it here. Be very mindful of this one. You have to paste it under this one, handling data, not above it. Car variations.meta, same thing. No, this is wrong. No, this is wrong. Item. Under variation data. Look at that. I think this one also uses a custom light and sirens, both 714 and 564. So we will see both of those in this file. So yeah, right here. Click on this. First, let's install the light. Under lights section, and then the sirens. Same process, click, select, copy, and paste it like this. Save the file and everything is ready. Now here is our blank archive, car_cpt. Copy, go to DLC packs, paste, modify DLC list.xml, car_cpt. Now let's test it in game. cpd cvpi. Right, first one cpd cvpi. It's working. cpd cvpi 2. Also working. cpd fpiu. Okay, working. And this should be the last one. cpd fpiu. Oh my god. 2. Yeah. Just like that. So that's all for this one. I'm hoping that this video was helpful, and we'll make part 4 of this in case you guys request for anything new. Until then, this should suffice. Have a good day.